Hello everyone, FPL Deadline Hope is here. I hope all of you are doing very well. Today I'll be talking about my game week 1 final decisions. So, for the goalkeeper, I did go with two goalkeepers that does start for both teams. Roofs and Petrovic, the Sunderland goalkeeper and the Bournemouth goalkeeper. So, for who will start for me, obviously, I think it will be Roofs because I think there's a big chance that Sunderland can win against West Ham or even keep a clean sheet. And he will be starting because they did pay a lot of money for him. I don't think he will be sitting on the bench. Let's go for the defense. I did go for the Arsenal defense, Saliba. I think with the new system, we could maybe benefit more from him. I didn't go for Gabriel because there is the small of chance that he might not start because the guy just came back from injury. Uh, in the same time, I did go for Williams, similar to Saliba because of the new system, but in the same time, I think Williams has an attacking threat that we could actually benefit. He could maybe score or do a couple of assists. So this is the first two. The third one is Van de Ven. For Van de Ven, I did go purely for the attacking reason because for some reason I'm not sure why, but I think he's one of the a few defenders that you will see that he likes to attack, and for some reason he knows how to score goals as well. So the other two are just, you could say, they are how can I say it? Just cheap options, but at the same time, one of them I do believe actually he might surprise us because which is Gabriel. And the reason for that is he's a defender that did come from the from the French league, and I believe they have a very, very good uh, defense, which could mean that Leeds already, it's not really that bad when it comes to attacking and defending. Adding this guy, we could maybe see something there. For the Burnley defend, to be honest, I'm not sure about him, but I do know that Burnley had a very, very good defense last season, which could mean it might work, but at the same time, this is Prime League. It might not work, but we'll see. For that, and we need a couple of games to, or maybe even like one game to see that can they be that good or not. Because if they keep a clean sheet against a team like Spurs, I think we could potentially have there a good a, a good bench player. So for the mid lane, I did go for Wilson from Fulham. He's one, cheap, two, in a good form for some reason, and three, I believe that with the form that he has, he will be starting. He could be not starting, but in the same time, there's a big chance. I would say like it's a 90% chance that he will be starting. The second one is Palmer, which is I really don't have to say much about him. I think he will be, with the addition of Joao Pedro in the team, I think Palmer, we could potentially see more assists or maybe even more goals from Palmer this season. The third one is Verts. I did go for Verts, not for Mo Salah, because the new system I saw Arlen Slot was playing, I wouldn't say even new system, but it felt to me that he was trying to not rely on the last game, at least. It felt to me that he was trying to not rely on Mo Salah, which is, in my opinion, I think that's a bad thing because I believe that one of the reasons that Mo Salah had those, one of the reasons that he was amazing last season, that they were like relying on him, which is did give him a chance to create, to do more. I'm not saying he will not score or assist, but I think he will have a less input than maybe someone like Verts or Etiquette, at least like for the first games. Because if he, let's just say, like I said, if he continues to do the same thing from the last game, there's an issue there. Because one of the reasons that I might want to bring someone like Mo Salah is to captain him, to get to like have someone, a guarantee captain, and I cannot do that while knowing that, or having a doubt that Mo Salah will not get the ball in his feet a lot. And that's a problem, in my opinion, for me then. So that's why I left him from my squad, which actually opened a better door for me. We will go for it later. I will let you know later. So the fourth midfielder is Rogers, and the fifth one, Reinders. So for Reinders, purely is because I think he kinda start to, you could say, uh, you could say he kind of start to understand how should he play with the team and stuff like that. So he might have a better input than he had, let's just say, in uh, the World Cup. So, at the same time, he's like his price is absolutely cheap. If he actually can perform, he could be the Roger of last season. But this is the thing, better, because he's not. He doesn't have a bad finishing, or he's not an experienced player. He's an experienced player who's actually a very good player. I'm not even sure how did they manage to buy him from AC Milan. So uh, that's why I need to actually keep Reinders. There's a big chance, and it's not really there's a big chance. It's kind of like 90% chance I will start him. If he doesn't start and come off the bench, it's fine, but you could say at that point I wouldn't be worried that much, but at that point I will just like put him on the bench and play someone else. But with this price, I believe if he will start that game against Wolf, it will be a big party because Wolves are one of the teams that I believe that will get regulated this season if if their manager didn't do very well because they lost two importing players. In the same time, they let one of their best defenders, Sumido, go, which means that their defense right now it could be very bad. But we will see. For the attackers, I did go for Ukresh, the new signing for Arsenal, purely because I believe that I'm not sure if he going to start or not, but let's just say he did start. He might not perform well as well. I might not get any point this game week from him. But at game week 2, he will be playing against Leeds. I could potentially see 2 to 3 goals from him, this is the thing. If he doesn't start the game against Man United, I'm sure he will start against Leeds. I'm actually sure for that. Which again, against Man United doesn't mean he will not come off the bench and do well. It could happen. So for the second striker is Haaland. So for Haaland, it's simple. One, Wolf has a difficulty in their team right now, I believe. Two, Haaland, if he gets any chance, while like, and this I'm not talking about a chance against a weak team. No, I'm talking about any chance against like a good strong team, he will score. Imagine what he can do with a team. I believe that they have a very bad problem with their defense. And third, Man City's games are actually, you could say they are easy. In the same time, I can captain him. I can guarantee captain him. Because this is the thing. At least for game week 1, in my opinion, I don't need to worry about my captain if he's going to start or not. Because someone like Haaland is going to start. Someone like Cole Palmer is going to start. Someone like Mo Salah is going to start. But this is the thing. I'm not sure if Cole Palmer will score this game. I'm not sure if Mo Salah will score. Because the teams that Chelsea and Liverpool will be playing, they're not as weak as Wolves. People would say, but Bournemouth sold their best 3 defenders. Yes, I understand that. But at the same time, they just bought a defender from the French league, which I believe they have amazing defenders. I don't think that, especially if you can see like for a while now, any defender that comes from the French league straight away, or like doesn't need that big of time to get used to the English league in the Prime League. That's a big benefit. So that means there's a big chance that the player that Bournemouth bought will come and do well. Which I'm not saying that means that Liverpool will not score. No, we could see Mo Salah have two goals or two assists. It could happen. But I think if they do what they did last game, which is some people would say, but this is the thing, you shouldn't go from the last game. But at the same time, this is game week one. I can risk later when I have more information. But game week one, I think it's like that's too much risk to do when there is a player like Haaland who's guaranteed to start, who has a very, very big chance to score this game, four to even maybe three. Let's just say three or even no. You know what? Three is a lot. Let's just say he will score two goals and maybe create one. It could easily happen this game because that's how Wolf. I believe Wolf in a bad place. So for the third attacker is Mateta, which I could actually I don't have to even say anything about him because his performance from last year to right now, at least for me, I believe that the guy improved a lot as a striker, which means that he could be one of the, you know, one of the strikers that may hit the 20 goal number this season. He might find it difficult maybe this season if in case Izzy left and Gahey left as well. But I still believe if they get like good players in, he will still keep scoring and doing well. That's all for the game week one. I hope you like what you saw. And before I go, so I'm not sure if I said how I will start my players. It will be Rufus, Saliba, and Williams, Van de Ven, three defenders, and all the midfielders, and it will be Haaland and Ukresh. That's about it. I hope you like the video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm new at this, you know, doing the YouTube thing. If you do have any advice or comment or anything, don't don't shy to write it down. Right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. See you